Hello everyone, welcome. Jennifer from Sundragon Paper and Lace. Forgive my voice if I cough. I've got this little bit of a cough and I'm losing my voice. Please forgive me straight up. We're gonna do a fun little ditty today. I just watched Corey Dahman on her channel, and she's doing Little Bits of Lace 2024. If you want to join in on the fun, put in hashtag Little Bits of Lace 2024. You can probably do that hashtag on Facebook. It might come up. Put that hashtag on Instagram if you have a YouTube channel and you want to share. And I mean, I'll also post, I'll put a link to her videos that promote this Little Bits of Lace. And being that I have tons of lace, tons of little bits, I thought it would be fun to go ahead and join in. And this is one of the first things I've ever joined in on. I'm not much of a joiner when it comes to these type of things, but this really was like up my alley. So I wanted to show what I did. I took some bits and did some collaging here and then sewed. And you'll see in Corey Dahman's video that she did something similar to this, and only I think she has a different different pages. So what I'm using is a page that's gonna go over, is a front page that's gonna go over signature, and did this with the lace, and then I'm gonna put it in, do the signature in this journal here, which I need to continue on. So with that being said, let's get started. Here's another one, and I just did collage little bits of lace here, and then I haven't decided whether I was going to do any lace along here, but I thought I would start with another page, maybe do 3 signatures with signature cover pages, and do what I did with this. This is legal size paper that has been tea dyed, and as you can see, I kind of, it's a stencil, which is obvious. You can kind of see the holes there, which is fine. That doesn't bother me, because what we're going to do is cover it with lace. And I think what I am going to do is maybe do it this way and do a pocket. So because I don't measure, I'm just going to gauge what this one is right here. And I know it looks crooked, but it's not. It's the stencil that's crooked. And the reason why I'm using legal paper is because I wanted to do a fold like this. Have this actually the part of the signature cover, and then have, I guess this would be a good example. Have it like this, and then your pages, and then this one flip out like that for journaling space, or whatever suits your fancy. So I think I'm going to do one more page like that, if I can remember how I did it. I think I folded this like that. Oh, no, go this way, right? Yes. Folded this like that. I want to make sure it is the right, maybe a little bit skinnier. Do it like that. If you haven't tried tea dyeing or coffee dyeing paper, it's really quite fun. There's so many techniques out there, and you can find lots of YouTube videos that do tea dyeing, or coffee dyeing. I like doing both, and I have a different technique than what a lot of other people have. Let me see, should I fold it like this? Should I do this? Oh no, actually I'm going to do it like this. Yes, I'm going to do it like that. Okay. And then that should, okay, good. I like to brush on my tea or coffee, the liquid, onto my paper, which is on top of a surface like a stencil, and I saturate it with coffee or tea. That's how I do mine. A lot of people like to dip their papers in a pan or something like that, and I just find it a little bit more convenient for myself to just brush it on. Okay, let's get started with these little scraps. So I have another video that shows a skinny lace snippet roll for, skinny laces, and I was going to maybe incorporate this snippet roll, some of this snippet roll onto here, maybe, but I have it here just handy. But that's another thing to do for a little lace. If you really like doing snippet rolls, that's something that you can maybe post as a little fun thingy for little bits of lace for 2024. But let's see if I can do this right now here. And what I want to do is maybe cover this. Should I cover the whole thing? Maybe should I cover the top like that? So hopefully everybody has a wonderful new year. I like this. And we'll do that. I'm going to use my stick glue if I can find it. There it is. And I'm just going to stick glue this, wait till it, just to put it in place, and then wait till it dries. I'm excited about 2024. It is the year of the dragon, and I'm hoping that it'll be a good year. You just never know. Just never know. All we can do is hope for the best. Has anybody made any resolutions? One of the things that Corey Dahman had said in her video was that she really doesn't do resolutions because she feels like it sets her up for failure for herself, which, I agree with that for myself too. I feel like I set myself up for failure. And so instead of making a resolution, she does goals. I do terrible with goals as well. I'm just, a person that just that is just not very good with commitments when it comes to things for myself. If it was for somebody else, like for instance, my marriage, which we've been married now for 21 years, together for 25, and we still act like we are newlyweds. It's just been amazing marriage for me, and marriage and partnership and friendship. But I think we both think the same way as far as making a commitment to each other, instead of making that goal, or that goal, or how do I say that, goal or resolution for myself. It's easier to do that for somebody else. For me, I think that when I know that there's somebody there who is relying on me, I'm more apt to abide by that and follow through when somebody else is relying on me than for myself. So my goal, my commitment, I guess I should say, for I was going to glue this down, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a stitch here when this dries, and kind of go back and forth, kind of like what I did over here. Let me show you. What I did with this one is I did a stitch back and forth on all throughout here, and I didn't glue this yet until afterwards, because otherwise I would sew right through that, and I wanted to keep this as a pocket, or just have real estate. So, and then on this one I kind of did this, I don't know if you can see it, it's like the little fancy leaf stitching that's on there. You really can't tell on this side, but yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not. But I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do that type of a stitching that across here, and it will secure this a little bit better. I'm kind of liking how this looks. It's nice and layered, and yeah, I like that. And it still has, the little pattern on there. So I'll wait for that to dry, and then let me see. Shall I put something here? I think so. Let's see. Oh, I was going to try to do part of the snippet here. And then if this closes, it will close like that, and now it'll stick out, and I don't like that. So, so I also added some paper in here, it looks like, in this, which is, I think, pretty cool. I don't want that, so I'll put it here. I want this. I want it sticking out a little bit. So this will be like that, and then like that. And then when you open it up, there'll be pages in here. There'll be pages here, and then, so this to me is not shabby enough. I need to shabby this up. Oops, this came off. I liked that there. What is that? Okay, glue this back on. This is a piece that probably didn't get sewn, didn't catch the stitching. Let me shabby this up a little bit more. And then edges are too straight for me. I like that. Oh my goodness, I'm just tearing this apart. Don't do what I'm doing. But just like with everything else, you can always fix it. It's not the end of the world. All right. So this is going to go on here like this, right? Is that how I wanted it? Yes, this is how I wanted it. Maybe I want it like this. That might be better. Yeah, I think I want that. And then let me, I'm just gonna temporary, this is the reason for the glue stick is that it's just to keep your item in place until after you sew it. Because once you sew it, it should be then permanent. And the glue then it just dries. You just let it dry, then you sew. It's just to keep it in place. So it's not permanent. The glue's not permanent. Although you can use glue, I just wouldn't recommend if you're going to use glue permanently for a permanent stick, I would use the Fabri-Tac, which, you know, right here, I have Fabri-Tac, right? Fabri-Tac. So, yeah. But glue for fabric or lace, excuse me, glue for fabric or lace, the stick glue is for only temporary purpose to get, just to keep it in place. So I did use this little snippet roll. I'm sorry. Gotta take a drink of water. Okay. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'll probably, because this is a pocket, actually what I can do is I'm just gonna sew along here like this, maybe just do a curve, and then same with here. Just gonna sew just along here, a curve here, and a curve right there. And then I will fold it up, and then I'll glue these edges for pockets. Maybe I should put something here. Yes, I think I should. Just so that I can get, just because of this kind of like is kind of weird. There is that one piece. That's pretty. That snippet piece right there. This is going to be a thick page, unfortunately, which is fine. I think I'll have lots of room in my book. So, yeah, let me do this and glue that. Leave that like that. And then I'm gonna glue this here, because I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably add a word or something here, a little word cluster here. I really love this design here, but I don't like what it looks like up here. So let's add some stuff to cover that up. So Corey has a lot of little lace bits as well. And I'm so glad to see that there's somebody else that has a whole bunch of lace just as much as I do. And this is just, you know, the tip of it for me. I've got some in my stash that's hidden in my closet. But I refuse to go through it until I'm done using up all this stuff. Because, I just got to finish using what I have before I go through my stash. So, maybe what I can do is just sew all the way across like this, back and forth, like that. And then up like here. So go like right here, then across, and then I'll fold it up and it'll be like this. So it'll be like this. So it's like this, and then. Need to do something right there. But, and then they're pockets. There'll be pockets. Okay. All right, so in the meantime, I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll sew that up and then it'll be done. I want to go ahead and just thank Corey Dahman for starting this Little Bits of Lace 2024. It's going to be lots of fun. I don't know how long I will continue on, but I definitely, she's also got the Little Bits of Lace 2024 combined with the Junk Journal January. I'm not very good with prompts or anything like that. Again, it's a commitment thing. I have a hard time doing those type of things. But I will definitely do the Little Bits of Lace. And I will put up that hashtag every time I do something with lace. It'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, everyone, hope you had a wonderful new year and happy 2024. Until the next time, talk to you later.